Hello there, my name is Dana Jean Antonelli. I'm an etiquette consultant. If you're new here, welcome. I'm happy that you have found me. In this channel, I provide you with tips on manners, modern etiquette, self-development, and anything else that can help you become the best version of yourself. If you're a returning viewer, I'm happy to welcome you back. Now, I recently attended a wake. A family friend had passed. It was quite sudden, so it was really sad. But during my time there, I was, of course, observing how people were behaving and what they wore. And so I figured I'd make a video for you on the proper etiquette when it comes to attending a wake, should you need to attend one. Hopefully not soon, but at least you'll have this video to better prepare you. Now, let's start with, of course, the way you dress. The proper attire is always black. It symbolizes mourning a death. I would assume everyone has black in their closet, but if you don't, navy or charcoal is appropriate as well. I will say, I saw some people, it looked like they had come from work. They were wearing neon bright green t-shirts and utility pants and combat boots. So it looked like they were, I would assume, construction workers. And look, at the end of the day, it all comes down to the fact that they showed up and they showed respect to the families. But if you know you're attending a wake after work, plan on bringing extra change of clothes to change into after work, so that way you just look more put together. Now let's move on to timing. During wake services, you have usually a 4-hour window to attend and, show your respect. So you don't need to RSVP or anything like that, but do show up between those times. Don't come early or don't come too late. Once you walk in, typically they'll have like a guest book. So I would certainly advise you to sign your name. Sometimes they would even encourage you to write like a note. So perhaps share a little bit about your experience with the deceased, how they have impacted your life. Let's talk about offering your condolences to the immediate family members. You want to keep it simple but sincere. You could perhaps say something like, "I'm so sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences." Now, if they wish to engage in a small conversation with you about the deceased, then this is where your active listening skills would come in. Make sure you're engaged, maintaining that eye contact, and you're listening and acknowledging what they have to say. Now, let's move on to, say, if it's an open casket and you don't feel comfortable kneeling or, saying prayers to the deceased, then that's 100% acceptable. If you don't feel comfortable, that's all right. You just move on. But if you are comfortable with that and you want to say your last goodbyes and your prayers to the deceased, then just say a little prayer. Again, tell them how they have impacted your life, and that's it. Now, another thing to keep in mind when you're attending a wake is to make sure your cell phone's off. You don't want to have distractions or your phone ringing off the hook or receiving text messages while in the room with the friends and families of the deceased. That's just very disrespectful. So just make sure your phone is on silent. Now, another thing you could do is offer practical assistance. You could offer help with childcare, picking up food if there's a service or gathering after the wake, but make sure you follow through with your offer, because you don't want to say, "Hey, how can I help you? Can I help you with anything else?" And if they did tell you what they need help with and you agree and then you don't end up going through with it, it's just not a good look for you. There you have it. Just basic tips to help you when you have to attend a wake. At the end of the day, you showed up and you showed respect to the families, and that's really all that matters. And there is no right or wrong way to grieve. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram and on TikTok. I'll link it here somewhere down below. Please give me a follow. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you very much for watching.